Hi, welcome back. A warm welcome to you. So in this video we will see trigonometric ratios of specific angles. Okay. Till now what we are doing? There is a triangle. What we are doing? We are actually saying whatever that particular side. So we are saying as angle A or angle C, but we are not specifying exactly what is the angle. So we are saying sin A. Instead of that, if I know the angle is 30 degrees, I can directly say sin 30 degrees, right? So we will try to find out the values of all trigonometric ratios for specific angles. Okay, let's go ahead. Are you ready? Good. So let's start. Now, before starting with that, how we want to find out the what is the approach, what is our approach to find out these values. So what I know is, if you have a right angle triangle, what I have already drawn, okay, if you have a right angle triangle, you know this is 90 degrees, then you know, suppose this is A and B and C, okay. Let us say this angle is alpha. Alpha can be 30 or 60, or beta can be something, right? Okay. You know one thing, right? Alpha plus beta equal to 90. And you know these two angles are complementary to each other, right? You are aware of that. Okay. Right. Now let us use this property and see how we can get this. Okay. Now suppose I keep my alpha. What will be my beta? 90 degrees. If I keep my alpha 30, what will be my beta? 60 degrees, right? So 60 degrees. Okay. If I keep my alpha as 45, then what will be my beta? 45. If I keep alpha as 60, beta 30. So you can see that if I am able to construct a triangle where I can have the alpha and beta are as 30 or 60 or 45 and 45, then I can use Pythagoras theorem, and using the lengths of the sides I can find out the ratios. Okay, are you with me? Let me repeat that again. To find out the trigonometric ratios of specific angles, we are trying to find out what is the approach we have to follow. We know that in a right angle triangle, right angle is 90 degrees and the remaining two angles add up to 90 degrees. They are complementary to each other. That means they add up to 90. So I am looking at different values what I can have. If I have a value of alpha as 30, then I know beta should be 60, because both of them should add up to 90 degrees. Similarly, if alpha equal to 45, I know that beta is equal to 45. Now what I have to do? I have to construct right angle triangles in such a way that I can I have to get my alpha and beta values as 30 and 60. If I am able to construct a right angle triangle with these conditions, then I can use Pythagoras theorem and I can get it. Seems very interesting, right? So let us start. First let us take this one where it is 45 and 45. Okay, fine. Let me draw a right angle triangle. I am going to draw a right angle triangle. Okay. This is my right angle triangle. Okay. That's a right angle triangle. This is A, this is B, this is C. Okay. Now what we are looking at? We are looking at 45, 45, right? That means this side should be 45 and this side also should be 45. Okay. Now I want this triangle. Now tell me, can you tell me any relationship between AB and BC? That means the sides other than AC in this triangle? You are right, yes. If the angles are equal, then opposite sides are equal. So you know AB is equal to BC. So what is this? This is right angle isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. Okay, right. Now you know in this AB is equal to BC. See, it is easy now. I can apply Pythagoras. I will take AB as BC as x. Then I know AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. That gives me x square plus x square is equal to AC square. That gives me AC is equal to radical of 2 or square root of 2 into x. So I will straightforward go ahead and happily substitute here square root of x. See here, now we have everything. Now let us look anywhere you can look, right? Because it's 45 degrees only, it doesn't make any sense. So let us look from A perspective. Okay, we are at A. My eye is at A. How my eye looks like? From here. I am looking from here. Okay, right. If I look from A, okay, what is my opposite? So I will calculate all of them. What is sine of A? What is A? 45 degrees. Sine of 45 degrees is equal to my opposite x divided by hypotenuse, that is root 2 of x. Cancels 1 by root 2. Similarly, you can see that cos of 45 degrees, right? That means adjacent by hypotenuse. It's also x by radical of 2 or square root of 2 into x. That is also is nothing but equal to 1 by root 2. Now we want to calculate what is tan 45. That is also easy. Tan 45 is so ka to ha, opposite by adjacent, right? X by x, opposite by op. Okay. See, you got sin 45, cos 45, tan 45, right? If you got sine, you can get cosecant. If you got cos, you can get secant. If you got tan, you can get cot, because they are exactly opposite. Sine opposite is cosecant, cos opposite is secant, tan opposite is cot. So the mission is accomplished. We together successfully found the values for 45 degrees. That is occasion for celebration. Let's not celebrate. Let's continue the next one also. Okay, right. Are you with me? I'm going to erase this. Before erasing, I just want to summarize what we did. We actually went and found that alpha and beta are complementary to each other. Then we are taking different values for alpha and beta. We found that if alpha is beta is equal to 45 degrees, then I can find out all trigonometric ratios of 45. So we have constructed a right angle triangle where both the sides is 45 degrees. And when it is 45 degrees, automatically I know that the opposite sides are equal. Then it becomes a right angle isosceles triangle. Now let me apply Mr. Pythagoras and find out what is the hypotenuse. Once I got the hypotenuse, I have substituted the values whatever we have got for different trigonometric ratios of angle 45 degrees. I think that is pretty clear. So let's go ahead to the next step. Okay, are you with me? Good, very good. I will erase this, then we will go to, at the end I will give you the table where we will put all the values. Okay, I think you are noting down, otherwise also you can rewind the video and you can have a look at it, no problem at all. Okay, now what is our next condition? Now we want to look at 30 and 60, right? Now 30, 60, what it reminds you? 60 reminds me always of equilateral triangle, right? That's the easiest one. So what I will do? I will draw a equilateral triangle. Yes. And you have seen the diagrams I have given next to the trigonometric ratios? Yeah, that is symbolic that this is what we are going to use in this video. See? If you got it, yeah, then you are in same page with me. Okay. Right? Now what I have done? This is the triangle ABC. I have dropped a perpendicular. Now using congruency, I am not going to do congruency now, okay, because that's part of geometry and you are aware of that. Using congruency, you know that this angle is equal to this angle is equal to 30 degrees. Both of them are equal to 30 degrees. You know this is already 60, this is 60, okay. You also know that these sides are equal, right? That means this is x, this is x. AB is also equal to x. That means this becomes x by 2 and this becomes x by 2. Are you with me here? Okay. Now what I will do, instead of confusing, seems to be a little bit cluttered. So let me take this half part of it and draw it again so that it is clear to you. What I am going to take now, I am going to take only this part, that is A, this is D and this is C. Now see, we have what we want. We want 30 degrees and 60 degrees. We got 30 degrees and 60 degrees. Now this is really celebration time. This is 90 degrees. Okay, we know this is 60 degrees and we know this is equal to 30 degrees. And also we know this length is equal to x and this length is equal to x by 2. We don't know what is this, but Mr. Pythagoras is there to help us. So we'll take Pythagoras help and find out what it is. Once you got it, I think you can go straight forward and you can use this and get all the 30, 60 values, which we are going to do in a couple of minutes. Yes. Just give me 1 minute to erase this so that I can squeeze in the space. Okay, I am back. Now we have our triangle. Now we have to find out what is the value of CD. To find out the CD, my approach will be to use Pythagoras and say AD square plus CD square is equal to AC square. Are you with me? AD square is x by 2 whole square plus CD square, I don't know, I am going to find it now. AC square is x square, which gives me CD square is equal to x square minus x square by 4. That is nothing but CD square is equal to 3x square by 4. And this gives me CD is equal to root 3x by 2. Now I know this is nothing but equal to root 3x by 2. I got it. Once I got it, yeah, you can pause the video now and you can get all the values on your own. It will be very thrilling to do that, right? Instead of I do it, you can try that. Now you can pause the video. You know all the three ratios. You can find out all the angles. Okay, I will do here sine of 30, cos of 30, tan of 30, then I will do sine of 60, cos of 60, tan of 60. These are all degrees. Okay, if I don't put them, don't mind. These are all degrees. We are talking only about degrees. No radians as of now. Now let's see what is sine 30. 30 is here. From here I am looking. Opposite is x by 2 by hypotenuse is sine 30 is opposite is x by 2 by hypotenuse is x. That is equal to 1 by 2. Should I move that side a little bit so that you can see it clearly? Yes, I can. Cos 30. What is cos 30? 30 adjacent side is CD. CD is root 3x by 2. Oops. Root 3x by 2 by x. That is nothing but square root of 3 by 2 or radical. Now I can do sin tan 30 by just dividing sin 30 by cos 30, because we know that otherwise I can directly go here and look for 30. Tan 30 opposite is x by 2 and adjacent is root 3x by 2. So this becomes x by 2 by root 3x by 2. Simplify this. This becomes 1 by root 3. If I miss one step, please do that for me. Okay? Right. Similarly, sin 60, I have to look from this side. Now I don't worry about 30. I am worried only about 60. When you look from 30, you look like this. When you look from 60, you look like this. So if I look from sin 60, opposite is CD, hypotenuse is AC. So this becomes root 3x by 2 by x. That is nothing but root 3 by 2. Similarly, cos 60 is adjacent of 60 degrees is, see this is hypotenuse, this is adjacent side, right? For 60 always adjacent side is AD, that is nothing but x by 2 by x, that is nothing but 1 by 2. Similarly, if I do sin 60 by cos 60, tan 60 is root 3. See, we did it so easily. It is so easy. Only what is left to us now? We have to find out only 0 and 90. We'll find out 0 and 90 in the next video. I'll continue this. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. We will meet in the next video where we'll complete this and we'll draw the triangle. We'll draw the table for all trigonometric ratios of specific angles, and also we will do some problems on that. Okay. Thank you. Bye.